Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the Buckhorn City Council voted to remove its mayor yesterday after continuous back and forth on issues. And the state legislature is officially underway for the Commonwealth.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We're just past 6:30 on January 3rd. Now let's check in with meteorologist Shane Smith for a look at your forecast this morning. A chilly start to the morning, Shane. People do not want to forget their jackets today.
Oh, for sure, Olivia. Very cold start to the morning. Some locations actually already been down into the teens this morning. Most of us into the 20s, and it's all thanks to a mainly clear sky. That's what we're seeing right now on the satellite and radar picture behind me here. And you can see just a few clouds across the area. Those are moving out for now, but we're going to have more clouds move into the mountains later today. Pinpoint Doppler not picking up on any precipitation outside the WYMT studio. It is right now 25 degrees. Over at Jenkins, dry conditions, and same story over at Mount Vernon along I-75. 23 right now, London and Williamsburg. Good morning, Middlesboro, Manchester, a pair of 22s. 27 Jackson, Prestonsburg, and Moorhead, and Pikeville. 19 for Clintwood and Jonesville, Virginia. Definitely a chilly, chilly morning across the area. Factor in the wind. A few folks seeing wind chills just a degree or two cooler than the actual air temperature. A little bit of frost out there this morning, so just know you may need just a minute or two to get that wind chill cleaned off before you head out the door. And speaking of out the door, only topping out in the low 40s today. So a bit of a chilly Wednesday across the mountains, even colder tomorrow. And then all eyes are on that weekend forecast and what this southern storm system is going to do. We'll take a closer look at it here in a few minutes, Olivia.
Thank you, Shane. The Buckhorn City Council in Perry County voted unanimously to remove Mayor Paul Robert Turner yesterday evening. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us what led to their decision.
Elected in November 2022, Paul Robert Turner became the sixth mayor of Buckhorn in January 2023. A year later, he has been removed. City council members say issues began in the summer. The city attorney says one instance of questionable financial practices involved a 4th of July fireworks display.
You have to have an insurance policy and have to follow all the regulations if you want to shoot fireworks to protect us from liability, and he indicated that he would reach out and get a policy to cover that. Turns out that was not true.
Collins says Turner went on to spend thousands of dollars without authorization from the council. He says they have no receipts from several purchases made using city money.
He told us things that just actually weren't true, and he broke the trust with them, and then there's money that we don't know where it went.
Collins also says Turner threatened to sabotage plans for a water plant in Buckhorn.
He is, for the last 2 months, basically refused to work with the city of Hazard.
In late November, Collins says Turner threatened to fire him and clerk Joy Stamper. Collins says that is illegal. He says Turner has not spoken to them since, leading to Tuesday's vote. Collins says the city council has 30 days to choose someone to fill in the role as the next mayor, and if they don't, the governor's office will select somebody to fill in that role. In Buckhorn, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Kentucky lawmakers are back to work at the state capitol. They will be working over the next several months to pass a budget and other issues. Today, some Democrats called into question the process for voting on bills. They pointed to a study by the League of Women Voters that found a lack of transparency. They also say too many bills are fast-tracked through committees for votes. Republicans say the study was flawed. The top priority this session is the budget. It's not clear yet what other bills may come for a vote. With the legislative session underway in Frankfort, many educators are eager for the outcome of the budget. Governor Beshear proposed an 11% increase in teacher pay that needs to be approved during the session. We spoke with the superintendent of Knott County Schools about what this could mean for the future of education.
Improved compensation not only recognizes teacher dedication, but also helps attract and retain talented teachers that is crucial for our students' success. Legislative improvements are promising, but good, sustainable funding and long-term support for our educators remain essential considerations for the overall growth and stability of our educational system.
Hoover also says that in Knott County, they have given raises for the past couple years, including a 3% raise last year. A Laurel County man is behind bars after police say they found drugs on him. Yesterday, deputies with London PD received complaints about a person possibly intoxicated inside Walmart. When deputies found 41-year-old Joshua Denson, he reportedly had trouble keeping his balance and his speech was slurred. A large amount of a crystal substance believed to be meth was found in Denson's possession. He was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Also in Laurel County, deputies are warning about a phone scam. The caller wants people to pay money to Bitcoin regarding not reporting for jury duty. Officials say it is a scam to steal money from unsuspecting citizens. Officials urge you to not give out personal data or financial information. We have an update on a story we told you about last week. A convicted killer in Scott County is staying in prison. Roger Macbeth had his parole denied yesterday morning. He said at a parole hearing last week he deserves to stay in prison. The Kentucky Parole Board says Macbeth will have another opportunity for parole in 2034. He pleaded guilty to complicity to murder in the death of Ashley Lyons. He admitted to shooting her. The Kentucky River Area Development District food truck is serving warm meals while also warming the hearts of its seniors in its coverage area. Yesterday, I was able to spend some time at their stop in Perry County. 5 days a week, the Kentucky River Area Development District food truck is now serving free meals to seniors age 60 and older.
It's been nice being able to offer a meal to people who may not have a warm meal.
CRAD food truck manager Brianna Howard says their goal is to make a difference in the lives of senior adults in the 8 counties they serve, saying so far it has been a success.
So far everybody likes the food, and that's a plus, and it's every day it grows a little more, so it's been nice.
On Tuesday, the food truck was parked at the Cornettsville Fire Department. Eddie Sexton lives in the area and says this was his second time visiting the truck, and it is a blessing to the community.
It's just a wonderful thing. I appreciate it. Even God loves it more than I do.
Saying the warm meal is special, but he also enjoys stopping by to interact with folks inside and out of his community.
I enjoy talking to people, you know, where I belong to church and everything. And I love to talk to people, you know, about the Lord and everything I can.
And that's the main goal behind the food truck. Howard says they want to reach people like Eddie.
That was the idea behind the food truck, was to go into the more remote locations that aren't so easy to come out to our local senior centers to reach more of the seniors that can't get out. We serve 8 counties, but we currently have 17 locations we're setting up at.
The food truck has helped CRAD serve 179 new community members since its inception at the end of November. Today, the food truck will be in Breathitt County at Wolf Cold Church from 11 a.m. until noon. For a full list of locations this month, just find the story on our website.
A chilly start to your Wednesday across the mountains of southern and eastern Kentucky. Let's take a look at what's going on across the region. Right now, Hazard, we are dry, 23 degrees under mostly clear skies. A few passing clouds at Pikeville, 27 as we speak. As we head over to UVA Wise, also down to 23 there. under mostly clear skies. Those temperatures continuing to drop as the clouds thin out for now, but they're going to thicken back up later as a storm system passes by off to our south. Pinpoint Doppler, nice and dry. 17 Monticello, 19 Jonesville, 23 Somerset, Williamsburg, Richmond, and London, 27 Moorhead, Jackson, and Prestonsburg. Be sure to bundle up as you head out the door this morning. We're only topping out into the lower 40s. We're dry today. There's a small chance of a snowflake or two tomorrow, but as we head towards the weekend, the forecast gets a little bit messy. We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. It is 6:41. You're watching Mountain News This Morning.